Hello. So I'm gonna do some sort of vlogging, but one of the things that I do not have time to do these days is edit. So it will not be edited because I don't have time to do it, and I miss talking to you, to some of you who used to follow me. I don't know. Anyway, it's like some sort of because I used to be a photographer. I am a photographer, actually. I just don't work with it anymore, and not with videos too. So, actually, I kind of do, but it's not the main goal of the thing. So, I plan to do some sort of videos like this, but I'm not going to edit because I don't have time to do it. And I was thinking about answering some things that you might have asked since last year. So, what I'm doing now? Yes, I'm working. Who? Okay. I'm working with other things that are not photography and video. It's like I have a store that I take care of, and that's it. And this kind of consumes my time and energy, and I do not have time anymore to talk, to interact on Instagram, and to do the kind of thing that I used to do, that kind of lifestyle. I mean, I am cooking now, and I still cook sometimes, but it's not like we used to do that, I'm alone. I am doing other things, and my life is completely different. So it's like obvious that it's not the same thing. But that's why I'm recording it. It's like having this kind of photography and video background. I feel like it's like terrible. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Look at this angle. I mean, look at the light. Look at these things, But if I'm going to take care of these things and work things properly the way I would love to do it, I won't do it. And I tried several times already. I think I recorded, I don't know, more than 30 videos, trying to vlog, trying to talk about things, but in the end I was like, I was used to work with this kind of video that I used to edit, but all the times that I try to edit the videos right now, it's something like it's not the same. So I'm trying to do something that it's not going to be edited. And I also want to do it to practice my English, because I feel that I'm kind of losing my English skills, and that's why I am doing this, to practice my English. And maybe, just maybe, I will try to do some Spanish videos, and maybe some French, which I will probably not, because my French is like, I am completely forgetting things. And Spanish, I think that if I watch some sort of 2 seasons of The Telefonistas, I will probably get more tuned into Spanish again, and it would be more easy for me to hablar en español. Languages are things that are languages is something that I really like, and I miss speaking in other languages. Even though I do have some followers that sometimes I talk to, we always talk in Portuguese and English, but almost never, if never, in Spanish or French. And that's what I intend to do. And if you're seeing this video right now and it looks terrible, it's precisely because of this, because I don't have time to edit, I don't have time to... It's not about just time, it's about energy and desire to do things. I feel so tired and not motivated enough to do it. I mean, I would love to talk, but things that I have to do to talk, like set the camera in this angle with this light. I know that it usually it's like gorgeous, in the mornings here I have a great light, like, let me show you. You probably saw this on Instagram, but it's like this place here have lights from here because the sun rises from here. So all of this, it's like with a beautiful golden light. But in the mornings, I'm like, I wake up earlier because I need time to actually be awake, and it takes me like 2 hours to do it because I'm a person who takes time to do everything. Like, oh, I have to do this. Okay, let me rest just a bit, and then I will do it. And then I do like the dishes, and then okay, now I have to rest. And everything that I do, I have to do this. I have to rest. I have to take some time to do it, and this kind of thing. I'm a lazy person, and I take time to do things. Too much time sometimes. And I also lose my mind very easily. Lose my mind? No, I just not focused enough on the things that I'm doing. I get distracted very easily. So that's another reason why I used to edit my vid so much, because I always have this kind of mistake, this kind of spaces between the lines or the things that I want to talk about, and sometimes I cannot be a very concise person. A person who can talk about things in a very easy way, like I forgot the word. That's why I'm doing it, because I need to practice my English, even though right now I do not remember the word or what I was going to say. Anyway, that's it. What I have been doing. Working, resting, sleeping, and eating and cooking. And this, sometimes I get like, oh, what, you must be so busy. What you are doing? I mean, yes, I am during the week, mostly because I'm working. But during the weekends, I'm just like cleaning the house, cooking, and sleeping and resting, because that's what I like to do. And sometimes I don't even like to talk. This weekend, I don't know why, but I'm like very, I want to communicate, I want to talk, I want to show myself, because I'm a show off. And then, but this is like, I know that from this is why I used to edit my videos, and now you have to deal with it if you want to watch it, of course. What I was talking to? I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna talk about other things because I don't remember what I was just saying. Anyway. Wait. So, what else can I tell you that I didn't yet? Yes, people sometimes ask me what I'm doing, and sometimes I'm not doing anything at all. But I feel that sometimes the last few years I was always doing something, always trying to do something, thinking about things that I could do or wanted to do, and this kind of thing, this kind of way of life is something that I was not used to. And now that I have actually other ways to get money, like I'm not working with photography. You have to be worried all the time, like I have to post pictures, I have to make meetings and taking the pictures, I have to edit the pictures, I have to take care of the financial things, I have to take care of A lot of things, it's like everything it's on me, like I have to do everything, and that's exhausting, because sometimes you see your bank account and you're like, okay, I need to work more, I need to have take more pictures, I have to make more weddings, I have to work on my marketing skills or something, and you are always trying to think about something, you know, to get you in a better place, in a better position, in a better thing. And actually, this Instagram thing that I was doing, like back in 2019, it was more because I used to post pictures of my work as a wedding photographer, and I didn't get like, I used to get like 10 likes, and I used to post a selfie and I get like 100 or more likes, and then I was like, okay, maybe if I get some sort of attention to myself, in a way, if I show myself more, I would get more followers. And then when I post something like, hey, I have a schedule, would you like to be photographed by me, and then a lot of people will, you know, hire me. And that's not what happened. But then I really liked, you know, to work somehow with internet, and I was trying to do that. And but at the same time, it's something that I studied a lot, because I cannot do something without really studying the subject, you know, understanding everything about that, and I did, and I really like the kind of environment that internet can, you know, proportionate. I'm sorry, my English is not that good, because I actually learned, you know, by myself watching movies, so it's, you know, the vocabulary sometimes it's full. Anyway, and then I just oh yes, then life happens and things get weird, and you have the pandemic, and I kind of, I don't know how to say that, but because in some point of view it might look like it's a bad thing, but from another point of view it looks like a very good thing when you kind of lose your mind, and you freak out, and you like, things happen, and well, you know, suddenly you are not in a good place, but mentally speaking, of course, and you do something just to save yourself, because I don't know, things are very weird. And another reason why I'm doing this kind of video, because I miss doing this kind of video, it's because the last video that I posted on YouTube, which was in Portuguese, but I was talking about my coming out and this kind of thing, and I wasn't able to translate. I'm sorry, because it's a very deep, profound, and very revealing video for me, you know. In the video I was just talking about my life, but then my things, wait. What I was going to do? Oh, that. Okay, I was talking about the video, yes. Then doing that video and editing that video and posting that video and looking at some feedback that I got from that, you know, I realized a lot of things, and it wasn't some good things, you know, because I found out that I was kind of living still living in a way that I didn't want it to, because I thought that, oh my god, all these kind of behaviors are in the past, you know, I'm not this kind of person who like I always was some sort of people pleasing. I was always trying to make other people feel better about themselves, or I cannot explain like precisely what I was going to, what I was doing, but it was like, you know, I do everything for other people to make them feel better and to make them feel happy, and I'm not. And I always read about these people who like they kind of I don't know how to talk about it in English, but you know, trying to say something about it is something like, I used to see people who actually do everything for everybody and don't put themselves first, and I was like, oh, this kind of people, I don't know, how can they do this, you know? But when I saw myself, I was actually doing that still, and it was like in levels that I didn't think that it was that I didn't think that it was possible to do. And you know, I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about my life, my personal life, and my private life, and with family, friends, and my ex-loved one. So it was a very weird thing, everything that happened since then, because I don't have words to explain. It's like weird, and at the same time I was like getting some sort of esoteric vibes, because I was always very skeptical about a lot of things, mostly about spiritual things and this kind of thing. But then I was doing some research to do a video about church and how it affects the life of the gay community in general, because like there are so much hate in the church, in a lot of churches, whatever, that and sometimes we kind of are in the church, you know, and how that affects us, how that makes bad things to us, you know. And I was doing research because I was, you know, with that intention to make YouTube videos talking about a lot of things, and I wanted to be like some sort of educative, and at the same time talking about a very grown-up way, you know, things, and talk about a lot of subjects, but almost all related to the gay community, because I'm gay, you know. I was living a gay life. I'm still am, because the gay life doesn't come out of me. I'm gay. But then, anyway, I was doing that research, and I bumped into some sort of, oh my god, what am I doing? I was doing the research, and I bumped into some content that was like spiritual also, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird bullshit, but let me see, because I wanted to study it, you know, about witchcraft and this kind of thing, because I wanted to do some sort of comparison about all the people that the church condemns somehow, and why they do that. And of course I ended up like researching witches and stuff, and it's kind of surreal, but I found out some things, and I was like studying, because I was skeptical about some things, but I was curious at the same time, and I found out some things, and those content just started to appear to me, and weird things happen, and then more weird things happen, and then I lost my mind. It's not that I like losing my mind in a way, in a bad way, because I feel that today I am way more aware of the things that I'm doing, because one thing that I realized is that sometimes we do a lot of things that we don't know why we are doing it, and it's like very crazy, because do you like this? No, I don't like this. Then why do you do that? You know? And I was like, this, if I don't like something, why do I comply? Why do I accept things? Why do I, is it correct, this sentence? Why do I? Why am I doing things that I don't like to do, or being some sort of having some sort of behaviors that it's not my behavior. I am acting like this because I want something, and it was like I was talking about my childhood. I was a gay kid, and then I realized that adults didn't like gays for some reason, and I was like, okay, I know that I'm gay, I know that I like guys, because my oldest memory is with a guy that I was 5 years old, and I was in school, and I remember my first day of school, I was entering the room, and I saw that guy, and he was like so freakish white with black hair, and it was like a vampire or something, and I was like, oh my god, he was like shining in front of me, and I remember everything about that day, about him actually, and so I knew that I was gay, but I knew that grown-up people didn't like gays, and I was like, okay, I need to behave in a different way. So you start to do things that you know that other people like, just to feel accepted, to feel loved, because I knew somehow at 5 that people didn't like that guys like other guys, and why? Anyway, and then during that video I realized, I was talking about this, my childhood, my grown-up process, and I realized that even that day I was still having a lot of behaviors just to please other people. Like in my relationship, there was a lot of things that it's not that I don't like it. It's like you're living with another person, and of course there's like some sort of things that are not the same. You are a person, you have a life, and you are living with another person who have another different kind of life, and that's okay. But and I know that in a way, relationships are, one way or another, you have to conceal, you have to give. Let's say that I want one thing and the other person wants another thing, and the relationship is like two people liking different things, but wanting to be together. And to be together, sometimes to avoid conflict, you have to give. Oh meu Deus, como é que fala? Você tem que saber. And then, in English. Anyway, I found out that I was doing that in my relationship, which means that in my own relationship I wasn't able to be myself, to say things, because I always was this kind of person who, like, if there is something that I know that's going to piss off the other person, I just repress that. And in those 9 years I kind of repressed a lot of those things. And when I did that video, it was like I realized that I was doing that. I was repressing. I was like repressing so much things. And even though I love him, I wish him the best, like whatever he is, I couldn't be myself with him, because I know that I had a lot of things that he don't like, and I just couldn't be myself in my own relationship, because during these 9 years I kind of it's not give. I kind of, to avoid conflict, I oppressed or suppressed or repressed a lot of things. And suddenly all those things were like they are not going to be more like that, because I realized that, so while I wasn't aware that I was repressing all those feelings, all those things, I was cool, it's like I'm good. But then when I realized that I was repressing all of that, I was like, okay, I cannot repress anything anymore, and all these things that I repressed want to come out. And this is not good behavior. It's not a good thing. It's not good at all, because do you know that word grudge? Sometimes you get grudge from some people, and it's grudge. Encore. Oh my god, I feel that I might be using the wrong word, but anyway, there was a lot of grudge somehow. And when I started to finally putting out, it's not something cute, it's not something beautiful, because you are like, remember that day like 9 years ago when you did this? Well, this is what I felt. And then you start to do that. I started to do that, and there was, I didn't know that I could be like that. And it was like, okay, I don't want to be a bad person. I don't want to be bad to him, because he was like the first person that I kind of felt, he gave me love, undeniable. Like, yes, the first time that I think that was the first time that I got this kind of unconditional love. And but at the same time I was like, and I wanted that, because that was really good. It is a feeling that when you feel accepted, you feel loved, and forgive people. That's kind of, I don't know, it's like sometimes I would talk, about myself. I spent like more than 25 to 26, I think, I don't remember, years in a place where I used to hate myself because I was gay, because I did not accept myself. And suddenly, I already had met a lot of guys, but he was completely different. He was like the most intelligent person that I ever met. He was like incredible in so many ways, and I wanted that relationship so much. And that's why I repressed a lot of things to be in that relationship. There was a lot of things that I didn't like, that I would not accept, but I kind of did that because I wanted that relationship. It was the first time of my life that I was like feeling love in a way that I never received in my life. It was like crazy. And let me put this down, just because I'm starting to get hungry. My God. So, okay, just a minute. Gosh. Compared to this kind of food that I used to do or we used to eat, today it's not gonna be like that. Anyway, then, oh my God, half an hour already. Okay, fuck. Then what? Oh yeah, then I kind of realized all of these things that I was still doing, and that was in part what happened, because it's 9 years. It's not going to be something like, it's not easy, it's not something simple, it's not just one thing, it's a lot of things. And anyway, that was what happened, and I felt like I wasn't going to talk about my relationship anyway. But when I realized that, that I couldn't keep all those grudges, all those emotions, and I also didn't want it to put it out because it was going to be really bad and really, I just couldn't deal with it, and then I just got out because it was too much for me to deal with. And then I went to my parents' house and stayed there for some time, and then I got an offer of a job, which was a simple job, but then this simple job became a really great opportunity to move and do what I finally wanted. That was to be alone, and I am completely alone. Oh my god, I'm sounding like a kind of crazy. Really? Anyway, then I am here alone, all by myself. All by myself. And then right now I think that I am starting to get in a place, mentally of course, that I like, because physically this place is amazing. I mean, there is this one thing that I wanted. Wait a minute. Gosh, this is for this. Anyway, there was this thing that I used to dream of when I was very long time ago, when I was thinking about the kind of house that I would like to live, and I always thought about a place where I could have a window towards to the sunrise, and this house have it, and it's perfect, and it's all white, and there's the wood floor in the bedroom, and all these little details that I used to dream of, and they kind of materialize in front of me, and it was not by my choice. It was like the only option that I have, and when I got here, I was like, okay, I will get it, because it's like everything that I wanted. And then it's not more, it's not, I don't have furniture to all the ambience, here in the living room. I don't have a couch, I don't have how can I say that? A place to put a TV on. So I just did this, which is like a box with my stuff and a table, and then my TV, which is not even mine. It's my mom's TV. She gave me, and I think that's a video of half an hour. It's a quite good update. I still have to finish my food, and then I will do another video, maybe today, maybe next week, I don't know. So if you were missing me, this is me talking to you. Yes, just an update. That's it. Bye.